for too long, and then you got to come back to work. You don't really want to go back, but once you get, you're like, you know what? I'm happy I'm home.
Glad to be back.
Glad to be back, honey. I'm happy to be home. Honey, I'm home. Honey, I'm home. I am here. And I'm so glad to be here. If you guys are watching me on my Facebook Live, make sure you share this broadcast, right? Because we are on the hottest radio station in the land, in the world, right? In the universe, okay? In the whole universe. God ain't created nothing else better than this, right? So we right here, but we want to hear from you. Call me at 813-444-9588. Again, it's 813-444-9588. And if you haven't already, because it should be saved on your home screen, it should be bookmarked in your browser, www.intouchnews.com or www.in-touchnews.com, honey, because we got multiple domains around here. What you thought it was? Yes, we right here on Trap Talk Radio. We're going to have an amazing show. And so, y'all know I got to start off with what I learned in the trap this week. So, I'm going to tell y'all, literally, we've been doing the radio show since June 12th, 2018, right? And I've only called out of work only a couple times, unless it was a holiday.
212 times you called out.
Whatever, not 212 times. Whatever. But the last 2 weeks, it's crazy how things will shift, right? And shift fast. So as you guys know, we're coming, as you know, you may or may not know, we're coming out of a slow season for Painting in the Trap. People are back, they're acclimated, they're back on schedule, they're back home, their kids are back. So now they're ready to party, right? Painting in the Trap has been so crazy. So now we're already booked up. October's just about booked up. We only got 3 more slots for 3 cities. And that's going to be about 12 events in the month of October. Right. 12 events a month of October. I'm already looking at November. What are we doing in November? So this is good. It's so exciting. We're bringing new artists on, bringing new people on. And what I have to work on for me is my time management. Right. I have to make sure that I'm not stretching myself too thin, because I'm one of those people that, yeah, I got to come back to something anyway, but I'm one of those people that's quote unquote good at a lot of stuff, right? People will come to me and be like, oh my God, Cedrica or CJ, I think you will be great at this. I think you'll be great at this. But I have to make sure that whatever that I'm doing is going to be aligned with my purpose, right? So yesterday, actually, I wrote down 3 different sections of what I feel like my focus wants to be, right? I wrote down Painting in the Trap. I wrote down U-Haul, and I wrote down CJ Spencer Management, right? CJ Spencer Management is my management company that I haven't talked about in a long time. But in corporate America, you guys know that I was a project manager, executive project manager. And so what I did when I left corporate America, I started my own project management firm, and I focused on, at the time, once again, I was focusing on everything. I can manage anything, right? And then someone said to me, you don't have any customers because the people that you're marketing to, they don't understand the value of your business. And I was like, oh, okay, right? So I had to narrow that down. So in project management, the focus there is managing IT, non-IT projects, and then construction, right? Getting into construction projects because you use the same methodologies, but it's just a different industry. So that's what I want to focus on. So I said Painting in the Trap, U-Haul, CJ Spencer Management, right? That's going to be my focus. Painting in the Trap is on the weekends, right? I'm on my phone during the week, popping during the weekends. U-Haul is day to day. Whenever we have appointments, either way, when people come to me now, I have to make sure that I'm looking at my notebook and say, what is this falling to? What is this going to align with? Why? And the reason I want to do that, and I want to tell my followers, make sure that you know what you're going to be focusing on so you can be most effective. If you're everywhere, then everybody getting a little bit of you. When they really can get a lot of you, it can be powerful. I'm working on some events now for 2020, and I told my god sister, I said, I don't want this to be good. I do a lot of good stuff. I want this to be impactful. I want it to be amazing, right? So it's going to be some things that I got to turn away. It's going to be some things I can say, I can't do that. I can't do that. Or I'm going to have to be a little patient because y'all know me, CJ Spencer, honey. If I decide I want to make some baseball caps, give me 2 weeks. I'm going to have hats. I'm going to have a website. I'm going to be selling them. Mr. Dale going to have on one of my hats. Tammy going to have on a hat. Okay. Everybody going to have on a hat. But if I would have just waited 2 months, Obama could be wearing my hat if I did it right. What you about to say, OG? He's sitting here. He want to say something to the people.
Well, you outlined three major what'd you call them?
Pain in the Trap.
Okay.
U-Haul. CJ Spencer Management.
And you forgot one more.
My baby.
Legacy International.
Oh, Legacy International. He didn't made us a new business. I didn't told you I didn't want nothing else. I don't know what she gonna do.
She's number one.
She is number one. So, and along with that is another reason why I have to make sure I can't be all over the place. Because I got to make sure, you know what? Sometimes when I get up in the morning and I don't even want to leave, I'm like, if we could just sit up here and cuddle all day, I could just cuddle with my baby. I just want to cuddle with my baby. So I have to make sure that whatever I'm doing, although I might be good at a lot of stuff, right? Make sure that you're doing what you're great at. Find those things that say, okay, I want to focus on, and trust me, I'm an advocate to believe there's nothing wrong with having multiple things going on. There's nothing wrong with having multiple streams of income. We all need it because I guarantee you, if you're an entrepreneur or if you work for someone, that job can fire you tomorrow. They have no loyalty to you. Business can go down. Industries can crash.
These jobs ain't loyal.
They're not loyal. Industries could crash. It could be something going on where people ain't spending money on certain things, right? It happens. So there's nothing wrong with you having your hands in different pots, but understand that there needs to be a purpose behind all of it. It needs to be a reason why you're doing it. And as hustlers and as people that's trying to make it, my daddy always says, as adults, we have to do what we got to do. Right. And sometimes doing what we got to do is saying, I can't do that. Or I'm going to take this sacrifice and I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. So in a year or two, I can be able to do that. Right. So that's some of the things that I've had to learn. As exciting as things are, and I'm getting revelation and I'm getting direction, I got to also be able to have the strength to say no and not look at it as, you know, I'm a failure or that I can't take this on or, you know, that I'm missing out on some money because I might miss out on a $1,000 contract over here, but if I do well enough, this over here can turn into $50,000. You know, so that is what I learned in the trap this week. I want you guys to take that, understand that it's okay for you to hone in on your focus and on your purpose, and whatever you're doing, make sure that it aligns in there somewhere. You know what I'm saying? If y'all see me open up a trash company, trust me, I ain't gonna be mad at that because garbage man make a lot of money. Right? Don't have me to look, OG Dad, don't have me to get the plug on a garbage truck.
They do pretty good.
Okay, don't have me to get a plug on a
They're
garbage truck. They're
making enough to take care of their family.
And a path, honey. Just give me Temper Terrace. But just trust and believe. If you see me opening up a garbage company, it's somewhere aligned in there with one of these things that I'm trying to focus on in my life. And I'm going to encourage you guys to do that. If you want to call in and tell me, how you feel like you're going to align things in your life and how you're going to focus, please call in 813-444-9588. Again, it's 813-444-9588. So he brought up the legacy. We're going to talk about him. We come right on back. The legacy. Chat Talk Radio.
Ray Williams Funeral Home, providing the highest quality, professional, and caring service for your family. Call Jeffrey Rhodes at 813-253-3419. That's 813-253-3419. Or visit him at 301 North Howard Avenue, Tampa, Florida. Ray Williams Funeral Home, for the finest care and quality service.
Hi, this is Trina Johnson with Caldwell Banker Real Estate, the real estate agent you've been looking for. If you want top dollar for your home or you're looking to make a purchase, call me at 813-244-6953. Again, 813-244-6953, and let me list your home.
Hi, I'm Donald L. Dowers Jr., your motivational guru. This is the DLD Motivational Moment. One darn second. America, since 2017, is suffering from a serious hiccup. 9/11 is seriously overused in a distasteful manner. Every day, the cops are calling on an innocent person of color. It amazes me that America has come down to this. A person of color becomes a person of interest. Waffle House, the dorm, Starbucks is a few. This is not the lunch counters, sit-ins of the 1960s. 2019, harassed simply for being black and proud. Hold on one darn second. This has been the DLD Motivational Moment. Pre-order my new book, Motivational Moments, at DLD282002 at yahoo.com or 813-394-5875.
Hi, this is Dr. Veronica Walters, also known as Dr. V, the head of school at the Walters Academy for Entrepreneurship, a place that we like to call The Way, where we're educating today's youthpreneurs to be tomorrow's billionaires through social entrepreneurship. Do you have a student who's bored, frustrated, gifted, inquisitive, creative, business-minded? Then maybe you need to check The Way out. Listen, we have an educational platform that allows for individualized instruction. It's strength-based, project-based, and designed to help your students become the absolute best they can while starting their own business and being an entrepreneur. If you're looking for something different and you need to find a more excellent way, then you need to visit us at The Way. That's The Way, www.thewaetampa.org. Or you can call us at 813-603-7923. We look forward to showing your student a more excellent way at The Way.
Hey, this is Trap Talk Radio. Trap Talk, trap music, and trap possibilities with Madam CJ and Rick D with 2 C's. Anything else is disrespectful. Right here on In Touch Radio, Reality Radio, everyone is a star. Hopefully you guys already locked it in. 813-444-9588. Again, it's 813-444-9588. We are in the building. You hear me? So I'm so happy that you guys are listening. I'm happy to be back. I've been off for 2 weeks working, getting some stuff done. Well, last week, honey, I did not plan to not be on the air, but I was getting my hair done and I was getting ready for the Power Couples Ball. If you have not, honey, if you have not been to the Power Couples Ball, you got some stuff you got to work towards. So In Touch News puts on the Power Couples Ball now that was the 10th one, right? So since 2009, you guys have been putting on this big ball, and this I like. It's In Touch is focused on family and marriage and all of that. Ever since I met them, Mr. Darren and Miss Tammy, they've always talked about family and marriage, and I love that they're about that. So they put on this huge ball, and not only is it for couples, but it is networking. There's a lot of people, a lot of elite, successful people that are going to be there. And I wouldn't even say, everyone defines success differently, and there's so many different avenues. I mean, there were professional football players there. There were entrepreneurs, and there were doctors. There were lawyers. There were so many people there that quote unquote has made it, right? And so Mr. Darrell have been telling me and Rick D, y'all gotta come to the Power Couples. See, I knew about the Power Couples Ball, honey, because I've been trying to go for the last 2 years, but I couldn't go. I was like, dang, I want to go. I feel like I wasn't grown enough. You know how the grown-ups be going to an event, and when you finally get old enough to go, none of them want to go with you, right? Dr. V, I'm like, Dr. V, are you gonna go? You've been going. She didn't get a chance to make it this year, but whatever. I was able to be in the building at the Power Couples Ball 2019. I was so pumped up, honey. It was amazing. So, I posted one picture of Rick D and I, and we look so nice. And it was so nice to be in the room with 400 or something people. 400, right? So, I knew that it was a big deal. Mr. Darrell, OG Darrell, he been running around. I see him on campus. I'm like, well, I'm working on this thing, CJ. All of that, right? Looking like my dad. Whatever. But they were working so hard, and it was immaculate. I walked in the door, and I'm like, oh my God. They had big, and I'm gonna sound so childish, like I ain't never been nowhere, but they had big old letters on the stage. They had big letters on the stage, y'all. They didn't have just no small sign, honey. They had big letters 2019. And I'm just like, this is big. And it was so many people there. And not only there, they look good. They look good. They were out having a good time. And on top of that, they was black. On top of it.
Beautiful thing, ain't it?
On top of that, right? So I remember I was in the bathroom, and that's just a little bit of icing on the cake, because you don't get to see that, right? Or if we see it, it's on TV. right? If we see it, the celebrities, the Beyonce and Jay-Z, that's so far removed. Although some people get to make it in those circles, not everybody. We talking about, 100 people, in that circle out of the millions and billions of people that are on this earth. So to be able to touch and feel and be a part of that was so amazing. So, Rick and I, we were all black, stunting in the black, whatever. We was too fly, and we walked in, and so we're eating our food. So me and Rick kind of talking to each other. We like, this nice, like. When you don't want to say the wrong thing, right? You gotta whisper. It's nice. Rick was like, man, this thing nice, right? So we were so impressed, and it was almost humbling. So shout out to Legacy's amazing grandfather, Ricky Williams. Call Ricky, ask Ricky. We were able to sit at his table. Yes, we were at Call Ricky, ask Ricky table. Make sure you guys hit him up. Any accidents, legal, medical referrals, he'll be able to take care of you. He is statewide. And he goes above and beyond for his clients. He has so many clients, and he really is a resource for a lot of people. So it was an honor to be able to sit at his table, not only being a part of the family, but just being able to recognize who he was, because they called him out there to recognize that he had a table. And as a daughter that was there, because I think by that time Rick had left, but as a daughter, I was just like, look at him. He went up there, he had his suit on, and it was just nice to be able to let him have that moment and be honored for being the staple in the community that he is, because so many people call him Mr. Ricky for some stuff he can't even help him with, right? But he is that person that they call on, right? And so it was an honor to be able to sit at his table and just see everybody there. I know I was messing with Mr. Carrick, right? Mr. Carrick, he I don't know the former name of his business, but he does
Carrick Williams Photography.
Carrick Williams Photography, right? Shout out to Mr. Carrick. He's out here on campus with us as well. He has a photography company, but honey, he only do corporate stuff. Okay. So the funny thing about it, OG there, he took a picture of me with my phone. He had his wife. His wife is so fine. I'm so happy she my age, because I'd be like,
TJ.
Honey, she fine. I'm happy she my age. I'd be like, don't be around my man, okay? Because sister girl bad. She is bad, honey. But anyway, so I was, seeing them and giving them love. And so Mr. Carrick took my picture. He took a great picture. I said, I know that's the cheapest picture I ever get from you. Because, honey, his wife was dying laughing. Honey, a picture from Mr. Carrick, bump a job. You got to have a job, a government contract.
You're going to have payments on
You're going to have payments on a selfie dealing with Mr. Carrick. And if he is listening, much love to you, but you will have payments, honey. Mr. Carrick say, "Nah, I don't do baby showers." He said he don't do baby showers.
He stopped doing weddings.
Nah, y'all do. I don't do that. No. But you know what? That's what I'm talking about, right?
What's up.
He can do that because he's worked hard for it. All the people that were there, now majority of the people that were there, they were a little bit more seasoned than Rick and I, but they've worked to be where they are. They worked hard, right? And so I think for us, we are up and coming. I definitely can see us in the next few years being a part of that. How can I say that? Because we're a part of it, but owning our place in that elite entrepreneurship crowd, right? So having a table or two, and hallelujah in the name of Jesus, having a table of two, and be able to have that in the name of our companies. So for us to be young bucks in that, it was humbling to be able to be there and even still be recognized. People knew who we were. You know what I'm saying? When they shook our hands, they said, so happy to see us there. So it felt good, and it was a nice break from having the baby and being able to go out and being able to be around like-minded people. I think sometimes we get so caught up in working and trying to make and trying to pay bills and trying to do all of this stuff that it's like, it's cool to just be around people that got the same mindset as you, right? I mean, that was just last Saturday. Rick and I had talked about some stuff just this week alone. That was a result of what we were exposed to. Right? I think a lot of times we, and I can't wait till he gets here because I know he's going to chime in on it. A lot of times our mind, like you only can go as far as your mind. Right? I was talking to Angie today. All my life I've said, I'm going to have a maid. My family, you don't need no maid. They're going to sleep with your husband. Right? But if I want to have a maid, I can have a maid. But now having a maid or a cleaning service as they dress it up, it's not really that far fetched. More people are now they're able to do it right now. It's not out of the norm to have somebody come clean your house, but it's only what you're exposed to. So for people that have never been able to go to a ball and been a part of this elite crowd of people, and don't get me wrong, there wasn't nobody in there snobby. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like that. I seen two guys. It was so funny. I was sitting there drinking my coffee, and I know I'm old because I was drinking coffee. The music started. I don't know what song it was. One of them old, "You Make Me Happy." They were so happy to get on that dance floor. I was just like, y'all must have grew up together. Yeah. They probably had to be early 50s or whatever, but they were so happy to be bumped their wives. They weren't dancing with their wives, so they was dancing with each other. They was so pumped up, pumped up. That truck had me laughing so hard. I said, you know what? These two are like, they grew up together. They tied. They had a couple drinks. They were just having such a good time. And so, Mr. Daryl, OG Daryl, Miss Tammy, please keep doing what y'all doing, because y'all are goals. Y'all are life goals. And I know it probably has not been easy. I know it has been hard. Y'all done made a lot of sacrifices. Y'all make sacrifices for us, and we ain't even biologically y'all kids. You hear that? We not biologically y'all kids, but we y'all kids. But y'all making a difference. If y'all don't do nothing else but do that ball every year, I think y'all have pushed y'all print here. People know y'all. That is big. Y'all probably saved some marriages.
Well, we have, quite frankly. Yes, we have. And it's important to us that's what we do.
Now, if y'all haven't met Tammy Johnson, you meet Tammy Johnson, you a little fine, or if your son a little handsome,
with 2 C's,
he's here.
The building.
Ooh!
Close that door for me,
Rick D's in the building.
There you go, buddy.
My guest this evening.
Yeah, we'll get one.
So, but yeah, if your son a little fine and your daughter a little cute, you get around Tammy Johnson, they gonna be married.
Married to who?
Anybody.
You know what we do.
Listen, about the Power Spa?
Yes, I was telling how amazing it was. I was just not coming wait till you get here.
Great event. It was good. It was dope. It looked excellent.
Good.
Very stylish.
Yeah, it was top notch.
I liked it was good seeing you one in a suit.
Me in a suit.
Yeah, you in a suit.
He was so fine.
Yeah, you were sharp. You look really good.
To the gym.
The gym.
Yeah, the court.
Well,
let's switch that up.
So you have to find reasons to do that. Well, you don't really have a reason. I put on a suit every day.
Every day, honey.
I just put one on because I like looking good.
That's the style.
That's my style.
Right.
Yeah.
I need to cop a couple more blazers.
Hey,
you do, Rick.
I can rock those.
Yeah,
you look really good.
Yeah, you did. You look good. Yeah, you look.
Man,
you kind of remind me of your dad, actually. Quite
frankly. Trying, man. He be killing me though.
Your daddy?
My daddy tough.
Now, Mr.
He ain't no joke.
Mr. Carl Ricky was looking.
That jacket he had on.
Player.
Sharp.
He
was smoking.
Hey, sharp as the tackle.
I said, Mr. Ricky, they weren't ready for you.
The needle in the haystack.
I said they weren't ready for you. He said, for real, CJ. I said they weren't ready for you.
He was ready.
They was clean.
He was ready. Yeah.
You look beautiful too, CJ.
Thank you.
She really did. Wasn't she stunning?
I can bounce for words.
I know it.
Thank you.
I knew you would be. Let me tell you.
He had seen the dress.
She showed me the dress.
Mm-hmm.
So when she showed me the dress, I was like, oh man, Rick gonna like this.
Yeah. I had showed Mr. Dale the dress.
I said, he gonna like this.
I'm not showing Rick. I ain't showing Rick. He was like, don't worry about it. You gonna be sexy in that thing. Don't worry about it.
Man, shoot. Y'all look good.
Yeah, it was fun. I can't wait till next year.
Now here's the thing. Here's what I don't have.
Mm-hmm.
So I have like about 500 photos.
Wow.
I don't see one of you all.
The professional photos?
The ones at the ball. Did you take them?
No, we did not.
Okay, so
why didn't we?
Why didn't you?
Why didn't we, CJ?
Because I didn't think it was important.
CJ, are you the reason?
I was the reason. Because we were in line. I was like, Rick D, we can just take one on the phone over here. And he was
I think
like,
she didn't want to pay.
That's probably
Really?
what it was.
really?
That's what it was. It wasn't $10, but I you know,
Oh my
it
God.
was just $10. You know, if it
Shame
was
on you,
$20,
Rick D.
I figured.
Shame on you. I didn't want to pay. Ooh.
But you know, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Okay,
You
so
gonna have to get dressed up again and come take a picture?
no, what you're gonna have to do is
See, we got picture.
those are good moments.
We got
okay?
pictures though. We took pictures
okay.
together.
Of you, y'all
Yeah.
got
I
one.
sent it to your phone.
You sent it to me.
Yeah, you ain't
Oh,
Miss
you mean-
Tammy.
yeah, I think yeah. But I need you to send that to me via email.
Via email.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's going on in the trap? What I missed out on?
Oh
Well,
man,
you
whole
know,
lot.
well, I was telling them how, you know, what I learned in the trap this week is being able to not being afraid to say no. Making sure that I'm choosing my focus. Actually, yesterday somebody told me I was cleaning my house and somebody said, CJ, you can't clean the whole house. That's why it's still a mess. You got to pick and choose what room you're going to focus on. Clean that up. It's the same thing I was talking about just now. I just realized that. So I was just saying, like, look, I'm going to have my 3 things that I'm going to focus on. And if an opportunity come my way, I need to be able to say, okay, does it align with this, and this? This ain't the right time to do it. This ain't the right time to do it. Because I was saying, you know, the best thing for us to do is, I believe, people need to get your greatness, not just good.
Right.
And if you everywhere, they're only getting good. That was all right. When it could be amazing.
Clean up a house all at once, y'all. Okay, you can't clean every room at the same time. You know why?
Why?
Because you're gonna get it dirty while you're trying to clean up.
That is so true.
That's all you gonna do.
That's why I need a maid. Because I don't know how to clean like professionally. I don't know how to clean professionally. So that's why I'm gonna have a maid. I am gonna have a maid sooner than later. I'm speaking into existence October. I'm gonna have a cleaning service helping me know how to take care and do things the right way. We'll be right back. Trap Talk Radio.
Trap.
My name is Gil Sampson. I didn't come from a very rich family, and so paying for college would have been very tough. I don't know if I would have been able to go to the college that I went to, and then I don't know if I would have gotten into the career that I am in. So I think Bright Futures has done a lot to shape my life. I got a job as a structural engineer, and I design residential buildings, commercial buildings all over the United States. Because of Bright Futures, I was able to go to college. You know, so many kids just don't even ever get that opportunity. And to be able to do it and not have any debt when I graduated is amazing. And it was all thanks to Bright Futures.
Florida has created more than 1 million jobs in only 5 years, and a great education connects our students to these exciting opportunities. That's why the Florida Lottery has funded Bright Futures scholarships to help over 725,000 students attend college. Because every play is for education. The Florida Lottery. Just imagine.
Call Ricky. Ask Ricky. You need medical or a lawyer. I got the man to do the legwork for you. We tried the other ones before, so believe me. 100 down, 813-248-6300. Everything gon' be okay, call Ricky, he coming. He taking kids state of Florida, grab a pen and sundown. 184-361-RICK. That's 184-361-425. Never worried from the point forward, just recline. Just ask Ricky, plus your boy stay fine. Just in case you missed it, I'ma tell you one more time. 184-361-RICK. Call Ricky, ask Ricky is a legal medical referral service. The doctors and lawyers in our network are trained in handling auto injury claims, giving you the best medical treatment and recovery. Now 1-844-361-RICK. That's 1-844-361-7425. Ricky. Ask Ricky.
Hey, this is Trap Talk Radio. Trap Talk, trap music, and trap possibilities with Madam CJ.
Every D with 2 C's, because anything else is
Disrespectful. Right here on Trap Talk Radio, on In Touch Radio, Reality Radio, where everyone is a star.
Definitely.
And we got a star in the building today.
Man, I have my home be from the Lou. All in the building. My dog Therese Roundtree.
What's up, Rez?
Hey, how you people doing? How you people doing today?
How you feeling, man?
Tan, welcome to the city.
Thank you. Well, thank you.
Welcome to Atlanta, where the players.
How you like it so far?
Honestly, I've been having fun. It's been enjoyable for me getting away from St. Louis for a little bit.
Okay, it's so funny because this guy is he's a character. When I met him, right? So I'm like, you know, I be watching people getting their vibe. He looking at me, he's talking about CJ. I'm cool, like. So I don't know if she's looking at me like that.
I can't tell. You say he's a character.
Yeah, he's a character. He acting all shy.
No, I'm not shy. I thought y'all was gonna keep the questions coming. So I was just waiting.
So how are you from St. Louis or what?
Well, see, my story is I grew up in California, but when I got about 14, 15, I moved to St. Louis, went to high school playing basketball. I had moved in with my uncle because my dad had gotten some trouble and he couldn't, be there for me. So
good you had that uncle.
Yeah, I had loving uncles and aunties too, all of them.
So would you ever move away from St. Louis?
Yeah, of course I would. I've lived away from St. Louis a lot, especially when I started college. Started college in Illinois, then the next year, Idaho, then the next year. Yep, Carbondale. I played at Carbondale for a year. Then State Fair.
He said he was in St. Louis, so that's close.
That's close.
Yeah, so I've been around a little bit.
When you say your dad got in trouble, do you care to elaborate what you mean by trouble?
Well, you know what common trouble is for a black father, young black father.
This is
things like that.
It's the same trouble we got today. It ain't no different.
No different.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, in the situation that you went through with your father, how did that sculpt you into the person you are right now?
I think it's still sculpting me, honestly, because me and my dad, we getting back real close now since he's getting up there in age. But of course, it was times where I felt like he should have been there, like if any parent was away, I feel the same way. I would just felt like it was times where I needed him because I was really like blowing up basketball career wise, being ranked in the top 175 in the country, going on college visits, and him being locked up. I couldn't tell it took its toll at the time, but now I can. Like as I look back on all the mistakes I made, I can see now.
A real reason I'm kind of glad I got you on here, because a lot of black athletes or people in athletes period go through a time in their life where possibly they were at the top or the peak of their career. Even professional athletes. Shaq was just talking about this on the interview he had, but when you had the stardom in the light and you had a lot of people, I guess, at your door, calling for you, looking for you, how did that feel? Like, did you feel like in your life at the time that it happened, you were ready for it?
Yeah, at the time I felt prepared for it. That's why I made the decisions I made. I felt like I was prepared, but like I said, as I got older, I found out that really I wasn't. I was prepared physically, and as far as school, taking care of my books and stuff like that, but I didn't have half of what I needed when I look back on it, honestly.
What position did you play?
Point guard and shooting guard.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah, balling now.
Yeah.
You're looking at Mr. Missouri, he all state.
Yeah, I do that.
He top of his class now.
Yeah, I do that.
But the real reason I want you here, because I want you kind of to, like, for a lot of athletes, they have hard times transitioning and becoming a norm and not being a superstar kind of as what they looked at. So I just want to know how you come from, just being top ranked, being known everywhere, every day. You just get this heavy love to just, not playing basketball as much and you just fall into a regular society. Like, how can you, for someone who probably might be going through that time, because I know it'd be depressing. I've been an athlete, so when you figure out a transition, you're not going to make it professionally or get paid like you dreamed your whole life. Yeah. You have to transition. Like, what can you say to someone else in that same position, like, to make their life greater and not be stuck in their past?
Not be stuck in I mean, first, if you're playing basketball, I mean, you got to really love it. If that's what you really want to do for a living, you got to totally be like 100% in. I would say that first. And then following behind that, if someone's just stop playing basketball, or, you know, they don't have no options, no opportunities overseas or nothing. And I know that could be hard, because I had a friend who was close to me who was in a similar situation like that, played at a bigger school than me. And I seen him getting depressed about it. And it took a while for both of us to get over it. But, I mean, we just had to try to become working men. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I didn't have my dad. So, you know, it was kind of all on kind of me, really.
Right.
And, you know, I had a kid early and all that. So, I mean, it's hard. My situation could be a little different from theirs. But if I can say anything to help them the most, I would just say, you know, keep pushing, you know, try whatever you can to not be stuck. Do that, as long as it's not negative, you know, because negativity is going to keep you stuck regardless.
I've always wondered, because I've met a lot of people. I was an athlete, but I've met a lot of athletes that like they don't make it, right? They don't make it, so to speak. But it's almost as if like they never like get past high school, or they like their mindset mentally like they don't get past college. You know, and I always wondered like why don't they turn that into something that they still can grow up and be an adult and then provide for their families or whatever. Like, still, if you love basketball, like, ain't nothing wrong with that. Love basketball, but like, I don't know how that works. But I've always wondered that, like, why don't they just, you know, I don't know.
I mean, because sometimes basketball is a lot of guys' first love, you know, even before a girl, you know, they're playing it at 5, 6. You can tell at 5, 6 years old, a kid loves basketball. So, you know, you got to incorporate that with trying to do it to take care of your family. I ain't saying everybody was doing it to take care of their family, but like, let's be real, 75% of African American athletes are trying to play basketball to make it to the NBA and do for their family. So, you know, you not only gotta accept the fact that you didn't do that, what you wanted to do, you gotta accept the fact that was really my first love. Now I'm gonna have to find something to do on a daily.
So what are you doing daily?
Well, what I'm doing daily is I'm trying to do some acting with my boy and do a little rapping with my boy, you know, just little slight stuff like that. Entertainment. Throwing parties, things like that.
he just got a role in our new movie series that we shooting.
Okay, well, congratulations.
Congrats.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Man, we just trying to keep him out of St. Louis.
Yeah.
If y'all know anything out there about St. Louis, you know, ain't the place to be.
Yeah, and it's not the place to play around. Yeah, it's not the place to play around.
Wow.
Well, you know, it's almost in the city nowadays.
Yeah.
You have to watch the company you're around.
Yeah.
I ain't St. Louis a little extra.
It is, but you know, it just depends on what side of town you on.
I mean, and then it's so small, so you can get to the other
St.
side
Louis
of town.
ain't that small, man.
You get to the other side of town in 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
For real. You get to you get to the other side of town in 5 minutes, and there you have it. Problems arise.
Definitely.
I know my mom, Rick's mom, had told my mom, yes, St. Louis is a dangerous place. And my mom was just like, I ain't going there. She's so scared. I ain't going there.
I mean,
I'm like, mama gave me that terrified.
So why did you go into coaching?
Actually, I've coached like summer teams, and I was just coaching a JV summer team at Kip Academy in St. Louis.
Okay.
I was gonna do the year, but I kind of started feeling like, you know, my boy's offering me, you know, he's telling me to come check out Tampa for me, you know. So I've been thinking, and I was like, forget it, I'm gonna dodge basketball for a second and try something different. Even though I love it, you know, I love relating to the kids. I love helping kids, like in any situation. It don't matter.
I got like 4 ideas in my head right now.
Yeah. You should do that here too.
No,
I got like 4 things in my head right now. Oh, do you dare? You know how I do. I mean, that's if you know open to whatever you want to do. Is I believe that there's always a way for you to do whatever it is that you truly want to do, and a way to make money from it, and not just do it. Like always a way to make money from it.
Did you think about the 3-on-3 league?
The Big Three?
Yeah, the Big Three.
I've tried to get my boy to play it, but I don't think about it really. I think I'm pretty much done with basketball. I just kind of do it for fun now. But I'd rather more so focus on training young kids.
Training young kids. I heard that.
Is that hard for you to say that you're done with it?
Nah.
Why don't you love something so much?
The only reason it's not hard for me because I always felt like along my journey it was a lot of holes anyway. You know, even though I loved it, it still had holes in it.
Okay.
You know? So it wasn't as hard. It was hard at first because, you know, if everybody wants to buy their mama house, who doesn't want to buy their mama house?
Yeah.
But, you know, as I seen that wasn't going to happen through basketball, it kind of started trying to accept it as soon as possible.
That's real.
But, you know, I still have days where I fight it. You know, like, dang, I could be really playing in the NBA right now. There's players out there playing that I've played against. And,
wow.
You know.
And you were better than they were.
Yeah.
He definitely was better. He probably one of the best players I ever seen play.
You still got some records in St. Louis?
I don't know, but at the time I broke the state championship scoring record. I know in 2007. I was player of the year 2000. So I won a lot of stuff my junior year, and then my senior year we came back and we lost in the championship, but we lost to actually one of the most famous basketball trainers right now. We lost to his team.
Who was that?
Drew Hanlon. We lost to his team in the state championship. He was also my AAU teammate. He went to Belmont University.
And what school?
Webster Groves.
Okay. Wow.
So as you transition, you know, you play basketball not overseas, but you play for some professional teams since you been out of school. As you get older and you get involved in the politics and things that come with the sport, does that kind of change your love for the game?
What did you say? Repeat that.
So as you get older, like when you first start playing ball, you know, you kind of play outside. You just love the part of the ball. You know what I'm saying? That it's a basketball is round. You can play. You can do whatever that you imagine with it. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing that you can't do with a basketball. It could be a kickball. It can be volleyball, whatever. But as you get older and you start playing basketball, there's a lot of politics that come involved. You know what I'm saying? You got to go to school now. Now you got to get your grades right. Now certain people might not like you, other teams and rivals. Like, do the politics that's involved in the game did it happen to take your love away from it?
The politics. Let me think back. Feels like it was so long ago. Let me see when politics played a role. I mean, I can't really say it took my love from the game, but it was definitely involved. But like 9 times out of 10, the politics were on my side, so I can't like be like saying, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna act like I wasn't giving nothing. Like I put my even without my, you know, my upbringing, even with that, I still put myself in a position to do whatever I needed to do. So I mean, just give or take with that.
And you been to college playing basketball?
Yes.
How many people in your family been in college?
I don't know. Maybe I know for a fact I was the first one to go Division I and play basketball on my mother's side. But I got on my dad's side. We're not close, but on my dad's side, we got a few. We got a few balls. I got a brother who went to Duke, and another brother who went to UNLV.
Went to Duke.
Yeah,
I only know 2 people. I've only heard of 2 black people I know go to Duke. Went to Duke. 2. His brother and then Shanita's sister. I was like, your sister went to Duke University?
My brother played for Coach. He actually, this is a funny story. He actually coaches on Duke staff right now, so you'll catch him on TV.
That's amazing! Wow.
Last name Roundtree?
Carrawell. Chris Carrawell. I think he ACC Player of the Year in 1999 or 2000. He did some good stuff.
So where you ended up finishing school at?
I ended up finishing school at William Penn University.
Okay.
William Penn, shout out to WP.
Yeah.
That's where I met this incredible young man by the name of Terez Roundtree. If y'all don't know who we got here, this is Terez Roundtree.
Ever since.
Y'all been tight ever since?
Yeah, we have, especially when we found out his family grew up down the street from my family. So we're like, oh, dang, y'all been in this house for how long? Well, we've been over here for 30 years too. You know how that go. Everybody.
Well, definitely. If y'all don't know, I am from St. Louis. You know, if you do know, you do know. If you don't know, you don't know.
I heard his dad say that I don't know who asked about something, and his dad was like, nah, he from St. Louis. Nah, my son from St. Louis. He was proud of that thing.
I am, no. I mean, sometimes to me, I don't be knowing because I move around so much, you know. And my father, he lived in Tampa, so he raised me in Tampa. Whenever I moved with him, like, you know, beginning of high school, you know, so St. Louis was always me. But as I got older, I had to learn to accept Tampa a lot more. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because when I first came to school, people just called me St. Louis. You know, so, but it's something you got to embrace. And I definitely love both of my cities, but it was definitely a connection for us to find out that he like literally stayed like blocks over. You know what I'm saying?
So did y'all go back to find that out, or y'all that was just in conversation?
I mean,
when I went to go see him in the city, I pulled up on his house. I'm like, bro, you know, like I grew up 2 blocks away from here. Like,
wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. So it all made sense.
Yeah.
Somehow, some way.
I wish I would have moved away.
Why?
Because I never lived away from Tampa. Like that's an experience.
But Tampa's a good city, man. It ain't nothing to move away from Tampa. It's a good place.
I think, and maybe not. The fact that I didn't leave home, almost like not even just the
Like,
Tampa.
Why, for college?
Yeah, like if I was gonna leave, I should have left for college.
Then came back.
Came back. Yeah, it wasn't even really about Tampa. It's about like I just didn't have that experience
To live somewhere else.
Yeah, to live somewhere else and kind of be on my own. I seen a meme today was just like move away from your family by yourself and then see how strong you are.
Yeah,
you know, like
definitely makes.
I mean, you'll learn a lot about yourself. You will learn a lot.
You're gonna find some family.
You're gonna find some family.
You're gonna find some family too.
You're gonna
I tell
find
people all the
some
time,
family.
leave for undergrad or something. Like go away, because I ain't. I mean, I didn't went places, but I ain't never lived nowhere else. It's all good. I will. We'll see.
Where would you want to live?
Where do you want to live?
Tampa.
Exactly.
There's nowhere else that I would want to live. Like I just be thinking about like, okay, I can't go to my auntie house, even though I may not be going to these places every day or every week. Like, yeah, I don't know. Gotta have to push me out. I've always told him, you want me to leave Tampa, you gonna have to push me out.
Let's get into them trap topics. I know you had something you wanted to talk about.
So we were talking about, I was telling you about Beyonce. So y'all know her daughter is named Blue Ivy. And so Beyonce, they do this thing where they like trademark all their kids' names. So if you try to put something in a variation of their names or whatever, not happening, is getting shut down. But Blue Ivy is also a wedding planning company. And so Beyonce
before her daughter was even born?
I believe it was before her daughter was born, if not around the same time.
Like, why was she like, that's just too much.
What?
Like,
so Beyonce named her daughter, like, did she know they were doing it?
No.
She probably did, but I'm just saying that's just too much to be trying to have a domain to your child name.
The trademark, like, why not? Because people like they're Beyonce and Jay-Z.
Bruh, exactly. That's my point. You just overusing your power because
I don't think so. I don't think so because what they're arguing is.
So why her name not trademark?
It is.
When? Since when?
I don't know.
I'm just saying when she was born, it wasn't trademarked.
No, but when they made it, her daddy. When they started making it, her daddy took care of all of that.
Okay.
Look, when they use Destiny Child without Matthew.
She gonna win or lose?
I believe she's gonna win.
Why?
You think she's gonna lose?
Why would she win?
Why you think she gonna
win?
win?
The company was first made, and then her daughter can't even. That's crazy. She gonna win because she's Beyonce.
Who knows?
That's what I was saying. She gonna pay. They're gonna pay.
That's politics.
Because I think the reason they do it is because they know that, because we all know who Beyonce and Jay-Z is. They know that if somebody puts Blue Ivy on something, it's going to sell. They're gonna Google Blue Ivy and it's gonna pop up. All that stuff. So that's kind of what they're fighting against or whatever. I mean, I ain't mad at it. But I mean, if it was established before, like that's just kind of what it is. Who would have thought that Beyonce was going to name her daughter Blue Ivy? And then, but that's what it is. So I know if I could, I've asked Attorney Stokes several times, could I trademark either my name or now I haven't asked about my daughter's name, but if I could, I would. Because I don't want nobody touching it.
Right.
Don't make no money off my baby.
Makes sense.
Don't make money off my baby just because I made it. You have your own creativity. Let me have that. If there's a coin to be made on my baby name, let me make it. And did y'all see that Popeyes did a BYOB campaign? Bring your own bun.
BYOB.
Bring your own bun.
Who did that?
For the chicken sandwich?
Yeah.
Did they really?
I seen it on my Instagram like 3 different times.
Was that true though?
BYOB. Yep.
Who did that?
Popeyes.
Bring your own bun for their chicken sandwich?
Mm-hmm. Because they
I
ran out. Now they're not gonna have the chicken sandwich again until like October,
That
right?
chicken sandwich was not good.
But we talked about it like 3 times. How they just were not prepared. You feel like it was good?
I had it.
Because he's an OG.
I had it. OG, and it was nothing.
It was no good.
No good. I had the spicy one. It was so nasty.
I ain't gonna say it was nasty. It just wasn't all that.
Oh no.
It wasn't okay. I heard some people liked it, but
It didn't replace
Chick-fil-A.
Nowhere near that. They need to stop.
It's on the
playing.
news. Popeyes introduced BYOB solution for sold out chicken sandwiches. They did. It was the craziest thing in the world. Like
Check
that was
this
the
out,
dumbest thing that they could. BYOB, bring your own bun.
But guess what? But they went crazy over Popeye's weak chicken sandwich that I never tried, and I knew it was gonna be trash. But guess who got the best sweet potatoes in the world?
Oh my God.
Who was that?
I went just because you said it.
Ain't they fire?
Who got the best sweet potatoes?
My grandma.
Yeah, thank you.
Besides her though,
she don't got them.
Who?
What's your gas station called?
Wawa.
The Wawa. Yeah, Wawa got some.
Wawa.
They shocked me. I say, whoa.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
You know we only talk the real on here now.
Come on, man.
Baby,
Wawa.
baby,
Don't
baby.
give Wawa's that credit, man.
I wish I couldn't. I wish I was not giving
I
the
didn't
one.
want to
freaking
either.
amazing.
I didn't ask
He
him. I
made
said,
a
I
video.
can't believe these. This
And I went to
Didn't
Wawa.
know
I said, I'm finna go try this. Like,
You know I'm gonna try it. Cause
I'm finna go
You
try
gonna,
this.
if you catch the
It
same
was
batch I
so
caught,
God-
if you
it was
don't like
so
it,
good.
It was so godly. That's what you were
Okay.
Yeah, it was.
So godly.
Good.
Everything about
It
it.
was so good. Oh my God. The sweet potato was like, it was just like,
oh man.
That's exactly what it was. Exactly. You hear that sound?
I hear
That's
that
what you
sound.
gonna do. You know,
Okay.
when you
Yeah.
watch next Friday and Day come outside and taste the air, that's how you gonna be. You gonna be like, you
Okay,
don't want
yeah.
this to last forever.
make it last forever.
Oh,
Oh, you
Lord.
there. It was so good last
Okay.
night that for lunch today,
You went and got you
I had a smoothie and some sweet potatoes. No lie.
I did not say you could eat it. I
No
told
lie.
him
I
that.
said, you
can
know
eat 'em
what?
alone.
I ain't even that hungry. I'm
Oh.
hungry, but I don't want nothing heavy. I'm gonna have some sweet potatoes, and I got a
Right.
smoothie, and I
Yes,
sure
Because
did.
it's light.
It's
could
so light,
almost
and it was
drink
so
it.
good.
Man, y'all tripping.
You could
Y'all
almost
tripping.
drink the sweet
No,
potatoes.
Okay.
but I mean, you know, we
Hey, listen.
We gonna break
them
them
sweet
next week.
potatoes is so good.
Y'all probably
Can I tell you how good they are?
tell me how good.
This how good they are. For real. You gonna bug out when I tell you this. They are so good. If you had a slice of sweet potato pie,
With that, oh my
you can
God.
put that on top of it.
yeah.
Cold sweet potato pie with these on top of it, I swear it probably blow your mind. It's that good.
Y'all
It's-
sound like it was the munchies.
No,
I
you
would just-
know,
Nah, I know the
I'm
money.
not.
She don't
I'm not
participate.
with it. I'm not participating in those
She
activities.
not 420 friendly.
I'm not, honey.
No.
Okay.
I'm not, baby. And the
I'm
sweet
Snoop
potato
Dogg
was so
over
good.
here.
Gas
I'm
station,
saying.
gas station.
You probably got
Yeah.
a contact at this
No, I
door.
did not get no contact. Listen, the gas station sweet potatoes was busting.
Wawa.
Okay, Wawa.
Wawa.
Don't call
Okay.
Wawa a gas station.
Okay,
Right,
wait. Now
okay.
hold on. All right. So here's what I want y'all to do. I'm finna give y'all a homework assignment. I need to know that there's consistency with Wawas. So I want you to go to
Yeah.
one over here,
I'm with it.
one over
Which one you
here.
went to?
I went to the one by the house, casino.
Okay.
See, that's what
'Cause-
we
and you know,
that's what we went.
you know that's the busiest one.
I know that's the busiest one.
That Wawa's off the chain.
Well, nah,
So we
he
gotta
not
go to another
lying.
Wawa.
That's the truth, dude. I was
Wawa.
shocked. I say, dang, I'm finna dip my chips in these Doritos. This is
They
like
was
for
so-
real.
I just want
I started
Oh,
dipping
man.
anything
Rich
in.
Real.
They were so good. I started dipping.
Rich
dipping.
Real.
Dip the
Okay.
stick in there.
Well, we appreciate you guys for listening in. Get you some Wawa sweet potato this week. It's popping. There's gonna be a mansion party in Sarasota tomorrow. We got Pain in the Trap in Sarasota. I'm sorry, Bradenton. We got Pain in the Trap in Sarasota. We got Pain in the Trap in Tampa and Boca Raton, Orlando. It's all going down. If you need a U-Haul, make sure you hit us up.
We're live on the radio, Richie Real. Have you ever had sweet potatoes from Wawa?
No, sir, I have not.
You need to try them. The best thing smoking. They're better than your grandma's.
We'll catch you guys.
They're better than your mamas and your aunties and your great grandmas.
We'll see you next
Yeah,
week right here on
Wawa.
Trap
I
Talk
don't know who
Radio.
owned it, but you give me my check.
Tell you live. Turn. All right, man. Chi-Town Radio, man. We're going to get up out of here. We'll see y'all next week.
Free.